Have you checked out ChevetteReport.com? It's the newest cigar media outlet to keep you in the know with all things cigar lifestyle related. From press releases to reviews, we have it all covered. Be some of our first members to join ChevetteReport.com and be a part of the next step in the cigar culture. ChevetteReport.com.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Chief with another episode of Chief Talk, episode 2 of season 8. Welcome into the show. I see my microphone little bobbles are moving, so we shouldn't have an issue today with the start of the stream. Welcome in to the show. Hopefully you're doing all right. Hopefully you're having a good evening. Hopefully you've had a good week. Macy and Caden say good night, Big Daddy and Big Bo. Good night, Macy and Caden. Have a good night. Banker John says happy Tuesday, y'all. Thursday. Hope everyone is doing well. Let's see. Cigar Smoking Artist has been a rough week. Some pump died and had water in the basement yesterday. Lucky I'm handy enough to fix it. Oof. That does sound like a terrible thing to wake up to or come home to or discover in your house. Big welcome into Supremo Tobacco, Cigar Smoking Arborist, Dan Burns, Michael Zakovic, Fireborn, Charles Adamson, everybody else, Jay Bates, Mackie B, Gary Zanstra, welcome in. I had a good week. How was your week? How was all of your weeks? I do want to know. What are you smoking? What are you drinking? I want to get into it before we start the show, because I feel like I always end up forgetting to ask at some point in time, and I'm like, oh, I can't believe I haven't asked that yet. I am smoking, or will be smoking, the Deadwood Dominicana this evening. That nice little lovely out of Drew Estate made my top 20 list. And as long as I get time to edit the rest of the video this evening, that top 20 list will drop tomorrow, Friday, the 16th of January, just in time for the cutoff for Half Wheel's consensus list. And if I don't make the Half Wheel consensus list, it's okay, but I should. Let's see. Everybody else has been said hello to, so welcome your faces in. Grab something to smoke, grab something to drink. As always, I will be pairing with the DP, the Dr. Pepper. Michael Zakovic is smoking a Guardian of the Farm. Before we go any farther, if you are over watching on the Tube of Tubes, do hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, which I'm sure you are, do subscribe. It means the world to us. We're trying to grow that number. We're trying to become more relevant and out there so that everybody can see us. Is the sound coming through on your computer there, Bob Cigar? I feel like I'm hearing a reverb. Thank you. And if you're over on Facebook, do hit the like and share this to your favorite cigar groups. around the Facebook land, around the Facebook world, because that is a great way for Chief Talk and Bob the Cigar Guy to be seen. We can't grow unless we be putting it down, right? And you can help us put it down by sharing us to your favorite cigar groups across the land. Let me churn off these J Bates slow jams. Perfect time. Bye-bye music. Let me come back over here. Saw we had some more. We got the Decenio. Ooh, Decenio did not make my list. It was on my list of cigars for consideration for top 25, but ended up not making the top 20 cigars this year. It is a good cigar. I felt like I had 20 other cigars that I liked more than the Decenio, but I did enjoy that Decenio. Cigar smoking arborist smoking a Pastaña Warbear 25 with some basil Hayden. I just smoked that Pastaña Warbear 25 earlier this week. I think it was on Monday. Ooh, what a cigar. That was a good cigar. I hope I can snag one at PCA this year. Let's see. No hat. Chief must have gotten a haircut. Sure did. I did get the haircut. Michael Zakovic says, "Wow, Chief, that's surprising. It made our top 10 list." What? It made your top 10 list? I can't believe that. Wait a second. I have your top 10 list right there. So we will be going over the some top 10 lists today, or top cigar lists this evening. We will talk about Bob the Cigar Guy's cigars. I might mention a little bit of my cigars, but the video does drop tomorrow, so I don't want to give away everything, because if I tell you tonight, are you gonna watch tomorrow? I'm sure you would, because you're faithful and you love it. Chief looks 15 years less grumpy without the hat. That is funny. You can also see my receding widow peaks that are just going crazy. All right, let me come do one of these numbers, and let's do, where is it? This one, and then come over here and do this one, and then do that one. And welcome into the show, Bob the Cigar Guy.
Hey, everybody. How is everybody doing this evening? I'm busy over here doing some housekeeping stuff and let time slip away from me, so I'm now having to try to do double duty by paying attention to Chief in his illustrious voice on Chief Talk and try to get all this stuff.
I gave you plenty of time to get your stuff done. So
the YouTube not be YouTubing like it's supposed to be doing.
Well, I can't imagine you're uploading a video to YouTube while we're doing Chief Talk. That would be insane.
Why not?
Oh. What are you smoking, Bob the Cigar Guy, since others have chimed in?
The 10-year anniversary Liga Privada. The Liga Privada 10th anniversario.
Nice. So we're double dipping into the Drew Estate mix. You're smoking a few year old cigar, and I'm smoking the brand new out of Drew Estate cigar this evening. Did that cigar make your top 10 list or top 20 list this year?
I don't remember right this minute. I'm trying to rewrite down my list because I was expecting, since Chief hasn't done his list yet, up until just recently, that we weren't going to do this tonight. So I can't find my notes, and I don't have it mesmerized.
Well, you don't have to have it memorized in order to participate this evening. Do you remember a few of your cigars at least?
Yes.
Well, let's go through a few of your cigars. What was your number one cigar? Do you remember what your number one cigar was this year?
That was the Premium Ultra Grape Swisher Sweet.
Oh, okay.
No, it was the Fritanga. If you know, only the best reviewers would have chosen Fritanga from Red Meat Lovers, Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust, and Evan Darnell's Love Fest.
Brainchild as their number one. Do you remember what your number two cigar was?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so what were other cigars that were some of your favorite cigars from last year? Did you have any other cigars that were brand new to last year that were on your? I know you repeat some cigars every year, like
yes, the San Andreas by Paustania. That was in there. The Fritanga was in there. The 90 Años Don Carlos by Fuente. The Dominicana was on there. The Davidoff Chef's Edition was on there. The Macanudo Emissary, France. Let's see, the 15th anniversary of one. The new Alma is it Cielo or Cielo?
Alma de Cielo. I think that's how you pronounce it. It seems like that is the way to pronounce it.
The limited edition Camacho 2025, the Metropolitan Host Maduro by Ferro Tigo, the 10th anniversary by Foundation. I believe that was my number 2. The La Validation by Aganorsa de Corojo. The Super Deluxe 2025 by who?
Super Deluxe 2025. I have no idea.
Black Label Trading Company.
Okay.
And then the other one that was new to me was the Fuente Rare Pink.
I didn't even think of considering Rare Pink because I've had Rare Pink before, but I had more Rare Pink last year than I've ever had before. So, even with Rare Pink being like technically could have made the consideration, I don't know if Rare Pink would have made the full cut for me or not.
Due to the exclusivity or due to the flavor?
No. I mean, while they are exclusive, they're released around breast cancer awareness and, in partnership with Breast Cancer Awareness Research.
I didn't know that.
They are a little easier to find. You all right over there? You need a drink?
I got a tickle. The
Rare Pink, they're a little easier to find. So my list, probably the rarest thing on my list this year is the 90 Años Dos Capas from Archero Fuente. But I believe those are going to be like a regular cigar that you'll be able to find throughout the years going forward. I don't think it's limited to just last year. I would imagine they're going to be able to drop more next year. It did make my list. Let's think. Yeah, somewhere right around the top 10. I won't give too much away. I did have some surprising companies make my list this year. A surprising amount of some companies make my list. Like, my father is not like, they've been on my list before, but I think they made the list 2 or 3 times this year. True Estate made the list twice. Foundation only made the list once this year. DeMartin Tobacco and Trust only made the list once this year.
Really?
Now that I think about it, I'm kind of kicking myself about the Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust one because Bronzeback was released in a Robusto size this year, and I didn't even think about that. Even though you haven't released it yet. I haven't released it, but I am definitely not going back and reshooting it. I don't know where. I would probably put the Bronzeback in top 10. But Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust did make it on the list this year. The Robusto Bronzeback is so close to the size that they released last year, or the first time. So it kind of felt like double dipping a little bit by doing, like, if I would have even thought about it, I probably would have been like, I don't know if it's going to make it. But Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust did make the list this year. Foundation made the list this year once. Davidoff made my list for the first time ever. Camacho made the list a couple times. A small company called Recesas y Cubanas made my list this year. Probably the smallest company who made my list this year. I've looked at a bunch of other lists from the internet. and I have 4 to pull from this evening. I could have found more, but I found 4 good ones, I think, that are a good culmination of some lists. Cigar Pop says, just stopping in to say hi, y'all. Catch you next week. Take it easy, Cigar Pop. J Bates says, Fratanga. Oh, that reminds me. I need to crack open my Saka Deep Cup sampler and smoke that one. Mac Bergen says, Bob the Cigar Guy, always supporting the #1 selling cigar in the world. Swisher Sweets, loving it.
My man.
Michael Zakovic says, got some echo. Probably do. I did not switch us over to just my mics this evening, so we're going to have a little bit of echo probably. Fireborn says, if BTCG had put his list in the video comments, he wouldn't have to go to 3819 in the video of his list. That is one of the things that I pride myself on when I do my list, is I give you all the timestamps of when number 20, number 19, 18, so on and so forth are, so that you don't have to sit there and listen to me babble, because some cigars I talk about more than others. And you guys just want to know
Wait. I don't do the little typey thing, but I say in the beginning of the video, if you don't want to hear me talk, just go to, and I guess it's 3819. So I actually put a timestamp there so you can just go to it and watch it.
Matt Berger says, make an honorable mention list. So this year is the first time, I believe, that I did do an honorable mention during my list. I made an honorable mention for the year of the Duque. And the reason I didn't rank it is because I don't know if that is going to be a cigar that is produced again. At least maybe if it does get reproduced, it gets reproduced in like a future, we've done 10 years of year of the from Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust, so here's one of each of the 10. Or like there's how many, is there 12 zodiac signs? One for each.
Except for leap year.
So you get, you could do 12 and then you just repeat if he did that. But I feel like with the format that Steve Saka has created for the year of the series for Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust, you're not going to have a repeat. You're just going to have new names until he's done honoring people. We are sitting at 18 currently on the live stream, just in case you wanted to hang out and get that number up to 20. Let's see. Do that right there. So Michael Zakovic says, hey, Sammy, on YouTube, but wanted to hit the like button here. Oh, you guys are so nice. We do have 5 reactions over on the Facebooks. We've got a like by Charles Adamson, Keith B. Miser, and Michael Zakovic, and also a love by Chris Duque and Sammy Flo. Thank you for the love. Appreciate that greatly. So without further ado, let's do one of these. Let's start out with here, let me come here and do this, because this is not going to, there we go. So a nice little change of background here. I'm gonna zoom, zoom, baby. There we go. All right, so this is Cigar Aficionado's list over here. So starting Cigar Aficionado, whether it be controversial or not, is a respected cigar list in the cigar smoking world. Also, before I go any farther, Chief Talk is sponsored by Drew Estate and Natura Cigar. Make sure that you're supporting the brands. And if you want to follow along in the cigar smoking world, do follow us over at chevettereport.com. First link in the description. And if you want to be a part of the weekly fun on Discord, second link in the description. Join us. Have fun over there. All right. So we're back. The Aladino 85 Anniversario Reserva Toro comes in at number 25. I did not smoke that cigar last year. The La Aurora Family Creed Series Fuerte Sol Robusto. Did not smoke that cigar either. The La Aroma de Cuba Robusto. Did not smoke that. The Olmec Maduro Grande. I've had the Olmec Maduro. I like it. I enjoy it. Olmec Claro is better. The CLE Maduro, the 50 by 5. Now, I will say the CLE Maduro did make my top 20 list of the year. It is not that size, but the CLE Maduro did make my list this year. So nice to see that I have a cigar that is on another cigar ratings website. Kind of cool. Coming in at number 20, the one-off black Toro, then the Sancho Panza Bellicoso, then the Oliva Siri V Milanio Maduro Robusto, which is a fantastic cigar. Popping up here, the Viaje 15 plus 2.5 anniversary silver. Then the Gellis Family Cigars Saunter. I actually have one of those cigars right here. I thought about smoking it tonight, but I decided to change it up and smoke the Dominicana because it was on my list this year. Then there is the Davidoff Millennium Blend Series Piramides. It's like a pyramid cigar. And then you have the Aging Room Cuatro Nicaragua Concerto Impromptu. I forgot about that cigar. That's a freaking good cigar, and I can't believe I forgot about this.
It is a good cigar.
That's a freaking good cigar. Dadgummit. Oh, that would have made my top 20 list. Then at number 13, you have the La Flor Dominicana 30-year chisel. We are at 19 people. Then we have the Macanudo Emissary France. Made my list this year. Fantastic cigar.
So they've got one right because that made my list.
Then there's the Liga Privada T52, the Corona Viva, so the little boy. Then the Ferio Tego Timeless Supreme 650.
It's a good cigar.
Then coming up into the top 10, the Fuente Opus X Angel Share Reserva de Chateau. That's a very nice cigar. Then you get into the Diplomáticos Genios Exclusivo Phoenicia. And then the Nasser the Goat by AJ Fernandez Toro. And then you have bought and paid for Rocky Patel Emerald Robusto. I'm just joking. Then you had the Trinidad Espiritu Series number 3 Bellicoso. This is a cigar that has gotten a little bit of traction of compliments at the lounge. We're looking to bring this cigar in, so we put them in our members packs this month. And I had the Trinidad Miami at PCA this year. Really, really enjoyed it. The Cuesta Rey Centro Fino Sun-Grown Pyramid number 9. And then the Tatuaje Black Petite Lancero at number 3. The Cohiba Ambar at number 2. And then number 1, the cigar of the year, is the Padron 60th Anniversary Perfecto from Cigar Aficionado. That number is still sitting at 19. It is just not going to let it go. All right. So, excuse me. Moving into the number 2 list that I have pulled up here. This is a top 20 cigars. So a lot like mine, where it's 20 cigars. Bob, are you 25 cigars?
25 at 25, baby.
Okay. So you're going to do 26 next year?
No, it's a one and done.
Oh, okay. So number 20 out of Cigar Dojo. Now, I did not go and research how they did all their rankings. I'm not sure if everybody at the dojo decided a point system and then they took the top 20 cigars, or if they used their Cigar Dojo metrics of cigars that did really well throughout the year. I don't know. But number 20 was the Viva La Vida Connecticut That is out of the Boys of Artesano del Tabaco. That was a good cigar. I don't think, even if I would have, I did remember it before or as I was making my list. I don't think that it would have made my top 20. Number 19 is the Epernay Tuonella, which is from Illusione. Then you had the Gold Star at number 18. At number 17, Patina coming in with the Patina Red Pill. And then number 16 is the Alec Bradley Fine and Rare. It's a beautiful cigar. I have not smoked one yet. And there's 20, by the way. There's 20. So we have hit the goal 2 weeks in a row. Congratulations. I was hoping we'd hit it a lot sooner than that, but you can't win them all. But we do be winning. A cigar that we have a box of, but I have not smoked yet, is the Cohiba Siri M Azul. I did not smoke one of those, so I did not look to put it. And I can't believe I forgot about the Aging Room Concerto. I cannot believe that I forgot about that. It is a good cigar. It's a really good cigar. I really enjoyed that cigar. I don't like a lot from Aging Room, and that cigar was nice. Now, a cigar that did make my list, the Pastaña San Andreas, at number 12. Number 11, the Warhead Independence Day. Let freedom ring. At number 10, a cigar that I highly considered for my list was the Escurio 10th anniversary from Davidoff. But I felt like I had too many cigars in the same profile, and I was like, I just can't make them all the same cigar. I gotta find some balance here. Number 9, the Solita Red. It made your list, right?
No.
Oh,
did it? Wait.
I thought. Well, if I
wait. Yeah, 3. Number 3.
Oh my gosh!
Look, I'm running on like 4 hours of sleep. I have to write my list down. I have a hard time with these lists because
excuses.
I can draw my cigars and I have to figure
excuses.
it out.
Excuses. I cannot believe you'd forgotten what your number 3 cigar was. My goodness.
I forgot my number 2 cigar was. I did. When I went in the beginning of the show, I was sitting there looking on my phone on YouTube, going back through and writing them all down, and I'm like, oh God, I can't believe that I made that.
Yeah, what a ding dong, man. All right. Out of Warped is the Corto Maduro. I did not have the Maduro. I did have a Corto though. But I had it this year, so I couldn't have considered it. A cigar that made my top 20 cigars of the year is number 7 at the Camacho Limited Edition 2025. That was what?
That was my number 2 cigar.
You dingus. At number 6 is the Foundation 10-year, another cigar that made my top cigars of the year. Which was
my number 5.
And then you have the La Aurora Family Creed. Is that the same one that Cigar Aficionado had on theirs? Number 4, you have the Aladino 85 Anniversario. Okay, so that was also on Cigar Aficionado's website. So maybe
it was a different Aladino.
Was it?
Yeah, because it was a yellow band.
85 Anniversario versus same cigar.
Look at that band.
It's just a different photo. Aladino 85 Anniversario Reservatoro. 85 Anniversario.
It don't look the same.
It does look the same. 85 Anniversario Reserva. It's just, it doesn't show the very bottom band. But it's the same cigar. The number 3 cigar was the Aganorsa Leaf Anniversario 25. I don't think I had one. Did you have one?
I have not. No.
Oh, wow, we're sponsored by Aganorsa. We didn't have one. Uh-oh. And then the Romeo y Julieta 150th anniversary. My favorite humidor from PCA. I did not smoke one. So I did not try one in 2025. I think I have one. I know we have them at the shop, so I might have to jump on that.
What's a gorgeous humidor?
But they have not released their number 1 cigar. Their number 1 cigar comes out tomorrow. So if you are looking forward to seeing the complete list of Cigar Dojo, check back tomorrow where they will have their number 1 cigar of the year pop up. All right, so my main man Coop here. Actually, I say my main man Coop, but Coop really doesn't know who I am. He did 30 cigars here.
Knows who you are.
Yeah, I mean, he knows who I am, but like the only time I ever talked to Coop was when I was a guest show on or a guest appearance on Smoke In. So I don't think Coop's like ever talked to me in real life. He talked to you in real life.
Yeah, we sat down for hours.
But I don't know if Coop and I have ever had a conversation. Now, that could just be because I'm so distant. But
You were busy. You were shooting videos at the barn.
all right. So, number 30 for the Coop, the Scoop with Coop, is the LH Limited Anniversario. Number 29 is the Tatuaje La Riqueza SE 2024 Tuxla Cazadores. 28 was the Davidoff Year of the Snake 2025 Lancero. 27 was the Don Julio Sangbleu Robusto by Don Les Reyes Cigars. Number 26 was El Pupo Octo Ocho by Artesano del Tobacco. 25 is Black Label Trading Company Orthodox Toro. Nice cigar. The number 24 was Monte Cristo M Toro. 23, the Fratello Arlequin Connecticut Robusto. Number 22 is the Fiat Lux Tenenbrew Limited Edition by Luciano Cigars. 21, the Charro Pasquale. Fantastic cigar. Very nice, light Connecticut wrapped cigar. Number 20, the Viva la Vida Connecticut Toro by Artesano del Tobacco. Number 19, the Fuente Opus X La Edición de la Sociedad. Number 18, the La Flor Dominicana 30 year. 17, the Perdomo Legacy Connecticut Robusto. Number 16, the Joya de Nicaragua Cinco de Cinco Robusto Gordo. 15, the Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust Year of the Duque 2025. 14, Black Works Studio Intergalactic Event Horizon Toro.
Great cigar.
13, the Aladino Fumanoche Super Toro by JRE. Number 12, the Romeo y Julieta 150th Anniversary Balconet. Number 11, Tatuaje 11th Anniversary Bella Ancre Tuxla. I think that is this. No, this is the Tuxla. So this cigar, not the Tuxla version, made my top 20 list this year. Number 10, the Las Six Provincias ORT by Espinoza. Aging Room La Boheme Poeta at number 9. Christophe Viente 20th Anniversary Toro. 7, the Fuente Opus X La Familia 25 year. Number 6, the Perdomo Legacy Maduro Robusto. Number 5, the Domain Entropy Robusto Gordo. Number 4, the H. Upman 180th Anniversary Churchill. Number 3, the Aladino Cameroon Reserva by JRE. Number 2, the Tabernacle Night Commander by Foundation Cigar Co. And number 1, the Perdomo Legacy Shade Grown Epicure. So no Drew Estate, no Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust. Interesting. I figured. Interesting. Which I think there was no Drew Estate or Dojo either. Whoa.
Was there Dunbarton for Drew Estate?
Yeah, they have the Solita Red from Dunbarton, which they still have their number 1 cigar of the year to release. Now, Drew Estate did not release a bunch of new last year, so maybe that's one of the reasons why. Drew Estate did make my list twice this year, but both releases from last year made the list, and both of them made the list for specific reasons. So, and then the last prestigious top 10 cigar list of the year that I have pulled up here currently at the moment is the Chi-Town Cigar Podcast top 10 cigars of 2025. So number 10 is the Perdomo Legacy Connecticut Robusto. Number 9 is the Crowned Heads Broadway Toro. Number 8 is the Perdomo Legacy Maduro Epicure. Number 7, the West Tampa Tobacco Circle of Life Toro. Number 6, the Tatawahe 7th Corona Gorda. Number 5, the JFR 20th Anniversary Super Toro. Number 4, the Oz Family Cigars Caratoba Toro. The number 3 was the My Father Blue Toro, a cigar that made my top list this year. The number 2 cigar, the AJ Fernandez New World Decenio in Toro, a cigar that almost made my list. And then their number 1 cigar of the year, the Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust Sobremesa Solita Red in Lonsdale. So those are the top lists of top lists for 2025. Do one of these numbers. There we go. We're back. So we did go over those lists. If there's a list that you're like, hey, Chief, you should go take a look at it. And send it over. Oh, he did have the Year of the Decay. You're right. He did have the Year of the Decay. All right, so a lot of Facebook was acting weird at the beginning of the show. You've missed a few folks who couldn't get on. Oh no. Well, hopefully they're on now. Dojo ranks based on the guys that smoked them, who are a part of their panel. Nothing to do with what is smoked by those on the Dojo app. I just finished a factory smoke Shade. I can't believe they cost less than a 20-ounce gas station soda. They're a good cigar. Charles Adams says now for a real cigar, the Mi Querida Ancho Corto. Supremo Tobacco says it's the same. I promise. When we were arguing about if the Aladino was the same cigar or not, because I don't know if you know this or not, but Brian is the photographer for JRE.
I did know that. I've got his little stickers autographed.
He's in the know. Coop should know. I mean, he knows who I am. I was just making a joke of like, I don't think Coop and I have ever sat down in like the same like table to have a conversation. It could change this year. You never know. Chattown Cigar said, "Hey, sorry I'm late." Well, hopefully you came in time for you to see the fact that we were doing oh, you did. And he said, "Who are those guys?" Let's say a bunch of goofballs from Chicago. They're talking trash. The Chicago Green Bay situation. I saw there was a bet lost in the Discord. Speaking of the Discord, we have this year's first inaugural stick pick of the week. Can you believe it, Bob Cigar? I actually remember to do it this week.
I was wondering because you were busy shooting videos.
Last week I didn't not do it because I forgot about it. I didn't not do it because I just didn't want to do it for the first show back. So this week's stick pick, the first of 2026, who might have been the first for 2025. I can't remember who was first last year. Gary Brooks with the stick pick of the week. Smoking himself a little. I think that's probably a Papasaka. It looks short enough to be a Papasaka. It doesn't look long enough to be the Saka Khan, but with the black band Mi Querida, you never know. But I thought, you know what? Let's start the year off with a selfie. Also, a lot of the other photos were just like really grainy close-up photos of cigars. And I was like, well, at least this one's clear and he's smiling. So, Gary Brooks, congratulations. You are week 2, first of 2026, winner of stick pick of the week. If you want to find out how to be in consideration to be a stick pick of the week winner, go jump in the Discord, post your cigars in the Now Smoking tab, and have fun with us. Every week, we're there. All right, so we got a lot of people saying hello to each other in the chat. About the cigar guy, were there any cigars on any of those lists that you were like, oh man, and I smoked that and I can't believe I forgot about it? Were you like me with the Aging Room Concerto and forgot about it?
I saw a couple that I was like, I forgot I smoked that. But here's my thing. You've got, what do we just do? 4 lists.
Yep.
And then we talked about my list. We talked a little about your list. Those lists are good to a point because number one, every last one of these reviewers had access to different cigars, and their list is going to be different. They also have different palates. They also have different expectations. And so when you look at these lists, take them with a grain of salt. Sit there and say, well, I like this, I like that. Or if you see, like on some of the cigars, some of the lists, there was a cigar that was on every list, pretty much. A couple, 3 or 4 on most lists. So those might be something that I'd be willing to take a bigger risk on, just because I'd want to try it because a group of people, it was a good cigar. So I like lists. I don't like doing lists because I just like cigars. And I like variety, and it depends on. I might have had a bad mood the day I smoked cigar X, and if I would have been in a better mood, it might have been a higher rating on my list or on my list. I'm looking forward to smoking more cigars this year, so I can have a list for this year to drop next year. Back to you, Chief.
I'm looking at our list right now. Excuse me. Well, I don't know. Best cigar. So, looks like Boston Jimmy has not released a top 25 cigar yet.
Has Jeff Borchwitz released his list yet?
I don't know.
Because I like Jeff Borchwitz's list, because Jeff Borchwitz he has a huge online and brick and mortar presence, and what he does is real simple: is he puts out the top 25 of the boxes that were sold and the top 25 of singles that were sold, based upon how many units were sold. That right there speaks volumes to me, because it's the purchasing power. People bought that cigar. He's not being biased on his personal profiles or anything like that. It's based upon money, which I see a lot of value in that. I actually look for that list every year.
You make sure you're talking into your microphone. You keep going in and out a lot.
Okay.
All right. Blind Man's Puff. Looks like they have. Oh, they don't have anything for 2025. Ah, golly. Daggum, I wrote tobacco in my eye. Darn it. Yeah. Looks like Blind Man Puff didn't release a 2024 list either.
So while Chief is looking, if you would take time, everybody who's watching, if you take time and just post the top 2 cigars of 2025, that would be interesting. Just the 2 cigars that just jumped out to you the most, the ones that just come to your mind, and you're like, that was a banger. That was a great cigar. I'd love to see what your list is.
Let's see. Yeah. Boys over at Tuesday Night Cigar Club, they have a top 10. Let's go to the bottom of the page because they started at number 1. All right, let's pull this up again. Let's do. Excuse me. Do one of these numbers. Switch over there. I wish whenever I switch the camera, you would just automatically switch to that. All right, so this is Tuesday Night Cigar Club. Fantastic guys, love these guys. So their number 10 is the the Cohiba Spectre 2024.
Let me say that cigar right there, MSRP is $150.00.
The blackened S84 Lancero, which was released last year. The Knuckle Sandwich Chef Special 2025. The Alma de Cielo Celeste by Placencia, which made my list. The My Father Blue made my list at number 6. The Sin Compromiso Word of Saka by Dumbarton Tobacco Trust. I have not had that yet.
I haven't either.
I thought you had that one. Oh, you had the 10th Jubilee.
Not the Word of Saka.
At PCA. The Steel Porcupine by Romacraft.
I hadn't even heard of that.
Me neither. The Aletto by Black Label Trading.
That's a spicy cigar.
That cigar made my top 20 list.
That's a spicy cigar.
The Sobremesa Solita Red by Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust. You're also number 2 cigar. And number 1, the Maestranza Caballera Valencia by Romacraft.
I don't know that.
A fantastic cigar.
A lot of those cigars are spicy and heavy.
Yes, they are.
So
actually, that Maestranza is not. That Maestranza is very mellow.
If your palate leans towards heavy, spicy, full-bodied, something that's a little aggressive, a little raw in it, you might look at their reviews and say, hey, their palate aligns with my palate. And so if they say it's good, then that might be something that I'd like too. I mean, that's one of the ways that you can dial in your palate. Very few cigar reviewers go from light to medium to full to full plus. So it's kind of interesting to see what different reviewers do.
Matt Brugger, the consensus list is not out yet. The consensus list comes out next week, I believe, or the week after. The deadline for the consensus is tomorrow night, I believe. Let's see. I've got this pulled up here. Qualifications had to have had a review at least one cigar in 2025. If you didn't review a cigar in 2025, your list won't be included. You can't own a cigar company or store. If you work at a store but do not own it and have an established media outlet, I will include it. However, no lists that are published by retailers or people who own a store, work as a cigar rep, etc., will be included. Generally speaking, this is an honor system. I'm not going to investigate to determine if you own a store. 3, no user-driven list. These lists aren't what I'm looking for. 4, the list must be published by January 16th, 2026, which is tomorrow, by 11:59 p.m. The consensus gets published the following Monday. Any list that comes out after Friday night cannot be included for logistical reasons. And it must be posted somewhere outside of Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok for a number of reasons. Lists, blah, 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 blah. YouTube, blog, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, the consensus will, as it says here, go out on the following Monday. So I feel like I did say hello to Charlie and Half Wheel in my intro to the video. So please don't take it against me, Charlie, that I waited until the 9th hour to submit the list. I was going to have it done last week, but because of the whole battery situation with my camera, which I'm going to have to switch my battery out here in just a minute. But I have the other battery currently charging, so we should be good for the show. But I promise next week I'm going to have both batteries completely charged before the show. I'm going to do it. I actually thought that this battery had charged a little longer, but apparently it did not. And then I also used my camera throughout the week for my job. So, all right, let me come back over to this one, that one, and that one, so that we don't have to keep worrying about sharing a screen that's not going to be changing at all. Dan Byrne says he's on some lists. They're just the 3-letter alphabet list. ATF, FBI. The things we love make us cry, Chief. They do. Every time. Man, it's every time, man, I get the smoke in my eye. Supreme Tobacco is joining in on the answering Bob the Cigar Eyes question, which was, what are your 2 favorite cigars from the year? And Johnny Tobacconaut 10, great cigar.
Good cigar.
Made it to Supreme Tobacco's 1 of 2, and the Year of the Duque, also making it onto Supremo Tobacco's list. Matt Bruggers got the off of what I bought the most of. I would go with the Pastagna San Andreas and the Knuckle Sandwich Puro. Ooh, Knuckle Sandwich Puro was in the running for my top list or top cigars of the year. It ended up not making it on the list because I only smoked one last year, and it was such a good experience. I was like, wow, that's a fantastic cigar. And then I just never smoked any more of them. So I probably should give that cigar a little bit more of its flowers and smoke more of it, but it did not make my top 20 list this year. But it was good because I smoked it at PCA and I said, wow, this is really good. This is the best knuckle sandwich that's been made to date.
Which it can never make your list now.
Correct. Which is, I'm fine with that. Because I'm sure this year I'm going to have another really hard time keeping my list of 20 cigars. One of the things that I have thought about doing this year, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do it because I don't know if I want to dedicate that much time to it. Maybe I will. I don't know. Is starting to actually rate and review cigars on ChevetteReport.com. I'm not going to sit and watch every Bob the Cigar Guy video that he does with cigars this year and put it on the website. Bob the Cigar Guy can do that if he wants. He's got access to do it. But I think I might take a page out of Cigar Coop and Half Wheel and Jimmy and all the others who post their reviews up
Cigar Craig
on their website because it's actually a really cool way and an easy way to go back and see what cigars you smoked that year, right? Because if I post those cigars as I smoke them, they're going to be cataloged in a way where I can just go and pick and go through and see all the scores and all that whatnot. Right now, and how I've always done it is basically, what cigars did I smoke? Usually the cigars that are at the top of my list are cigars that I smoked a lot of, and I liked them because I really liked them. I used to be pretty sticky, stringent about, not only do you have to smoke that cigar that year, you have to smoke a number of them. You can't just have smoked one, but sometimes that's not always the case. You can't always do that. And I get that. I get that more now than I did when I first started the list, but I also started just making a 10 cigar list. So it's a lot easier to find 10 cigars of that year that I smoked multiple of. Whereas with 20 cigars, I don't always have the ability to smoke multiple of them. Now, I think all of the cigars on my top 10 or on my top 20 list this year, I smoked multiple of them. Just running back through my brain, through my cigars briefly. I think I smoked all the cigars on the list. I think I smoked multiple of them. So I don't think there's anything I have to worry about. I could be wrong. There might be a couple that I smoked one of. No, I only smoked one of the Emissary France, but it was such a good cigar. I just remember
that was an amazing cigar. It was very different.
Well, I think the cool thing about that one is I had not known that they grew tobacco in France. Which is not like a wild concept, right? Like not every country grows tobacco. Countries or tobacco is native to the Americas, right? For the most part, I believe. But not every country's out there growing tobacco. And for the Emissary France, it was like a revitalization project, if I remember correctly. So yeah. There wasn't anything on Chevette Report this week that went out that was too crazy, I don't think. Yeah, let's come back to this one. And to add that to stage. Come back over here and do that. So on Shredder Report this week, we put up the American Viking Cigars announces the Unkillable, a full-strength Maduro built on resilience. That is American Viking, which is Tim Swanson from Cigars Daily, releasing a new cigar within the American Viking realm. Also, speaking of new cigars, Drew Estate announces the Liga Privada H99 Churrasco, exclusive for Cigars International.
That's that box press, right?
It is. It is a box press H99. Look at that photo. Look at Jawal, my boy, doing his thing. It's a beautiful cigar. The name Churrasco, a nod to fire tradition and bold flavor, perfectly reflects the spirit of this exclusive release, designed around the distinctive H9 Connecticut-grown Corojo wrapper. The box press Churrasco highlights the wrapper's natural spice, sweetness, and earthy undertones. Beneath the wrapper lies a meticulously constructed blend of premium tobaccos, delivering a depth and richness without sacrificing nuance. Cigar smokers can expect layers of black pepper, roasted nuts, these nuts, dark cocoa, and savory undertones. And then from the man himself, Churrasco is about fire and intention, a new expression that carefully expands the boundaries of H99. This is a cigar built for a specific partner, focused, deliberate, and uncompromising. At its core, the new Churrasco is H99 with a sharper edge. Jonathan Drew, founder and president, Drew Estate. The Liga Privada H99 Churrasco is available exclusively for a single customer, making it a highly limited offering designed to elevate both the retail experience and the collector appeal of the Liga Privada portfolio. So it's a 6x50. So it's not a Gordo. It's close, and it's a box press, and it's a medium full to full, which is interesting because the H99 is a medium body smoke traditionally.
Agreed.
Then also it is time for the Gasparilla Parade to be going on down in Tampa. JC Newman Cigar Co. releases the 2026 Jose Gaspar cigars. They got a whole bunch of shops that are going to be having them. So if any of these shops are in your area or you can find them, that's where you can find the Jose Gaspar Stogies. I feel like this is just the same press release they put out every single year. They just changed the Drew Newman quote in it. And then I think the last press release that we put out this week was the Mexicigars unveils new 4-pack format and refined pricing strategy for global distribution. I do like these cigars. They're fun because as you smoke the cigar, right, because the volcano's upside down, as you smoke the cigar, like the smoke gets closer to the volcano, which is
That's
cool.
fun.
So they came out with the 4-pack and the 2 varietals. As you can see, they have the HBAs there and the Colorados there. It's 2 cigars. One of them, they both have the same binder and filler. One of them is a Habano, Mexico, and the other one is a Negro San Andreas, Colorado. You can be the determiner as to which one you think is the HBA and the Colorado. Not that hard to figure it out. But that's it out of Chevette Report. I do know there were some other things out of other outlets this week. I did not go and read them, so I'm not going to talk about them much. But I did see there was some pretty sad news. Speaking of not exactly sad news, but I saw a thing today on Instagram that an employee from, what was it, bestcigarprices.com?
Yes.
got booked for stealing $9,000 worth of stuff from Best Cigar Prices. $9,000. Now I saw that it wasn't just cigars; it was also swag and stuff like that. But a $9,000 getaway. Let me pull it up.
That's bold. I didn't really read it, but I saw it.
Bold like Camacho. Let me come over here. Let's see, because I think it was sent. Where's that? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Employee caught stealing $9,000 worth of cigars from Best Cigar Prices. A 61-year-old, by the way, so somebody who definitely should have known better, was arraigned on charges of receiving stolen property and retail theft. Per police, the store caught him on video concealing cigars in a travel humidor. Brother, how many times you got to go in and out for 600 cigars? I mean, I guess if you got a 50 count travel humidor, that's what, 12 times?
It's 12 times.
Hey, brother, you doing all right? You've been coming in and out for a while. Yeah, I just keep forgetting my cigars. Well, you keep taking that travel humidor in and out. During July and August. Golly. So 600 cigars, accessories, and company apparel. Brother, how do you steal company?
That was a severance package.
Huh. We can confirm that the theft occurred at one of our retail locations. After an internal review and in coordination with local law enforcement, an individual has been charged and the matter is now in the legal process. Out of respect for that process, we won't be commenting further, but we take situations like this very seriously and appreciate law enforcement's work in addressing it. Wow.
That's grand theft.
Smoking on a budget for sure. I mean, ow, ooh, my knee. What was I get a text message over here? It says that he stole the cigars between July and August. There was a bug crawling on my neck. Some dang stink bugs. Pine beetles. All right. My camera is about to pop off with the battery, so I'm gonna switch it over to you and pop in my battery and then jump myself out and then jump myself back in just a second.
All right. Welcome to the bug-free side of the studio.
That's funny.
It's tear-free as well. There's no tears here.
You'd be crying a lot.
So while Chief is having to change over his, do we need to buy new batteries for PCA?
No. You just need to charge them. No.
I pay him good money.
I wish.
He gets a premium paycheck, which constitutes getting to spend time with me every week. Which that's a blessing. That's a paycheck right there in itself. So Chief is busy playing on his computer, not switching his. Oh, you already switched it.
Yeah. It doesn't take much. Luckily, you have somebody over here who understands technology.
I
understand it so well. I forgot to charge my batteries this week.
My light's charged, so
yeah.
I
got it back. What was that? Wasn't even a minute.
No, it wasn't even 30 seconds.
Max says, "Got to run everyone." Big argument going on in this house. Oh, boys, settle down. Wasn't the first emissary from Spain? Yes, the emissary España. It was a fan. I love the España. It made my my top 10 or top 20 list last year.
I think it did mine as well. That was a great cigar.
It's really good cigar.
You know what didn't make my list that I'm sitting here thinking about? I can't believe I didn't have it on my list.
Hold on, don't tell me. Is it a cigar that I smoked?
I believe so.
Okay.
It came from PCA.
Came from PCA. Do we sell it at the shop?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to get 3 guesses here. Okay, before I guess, is it a cigar that was on any of the lists that we mentioned today?
No.
Okay, so it's not anything from Artisanal del Tobacco. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do 3 guesses here.
Okay.
So, Matt Brugger, love you, brother. Take it easy. Enjoy your week. First guess is the War Witch from Black Star Line Cigars.
No.
Okay.
You want one of the colors on the band?
Yeah.
White.
Oh, well.
It is a prominent color. It's not a trim.
It is a prominent color. Okay. So then automatically that leads me to think of Adventura.
That's your second guess?
No, well, no. I'm not guessing. I didn't guess a cigar. So I think Adventura. I don't think we smoked anything with a white label at Aganor Solis booth. I'm trying to think of all the booths that we went to last year that had a white label. Or that had that. I'm actually trying to think of all the cigars that we went to that had cigars. I don't think we smoked anything new at JC Newman. The Foundation Cigar 1810.
No. You want another guess?
I get 3 guesses.
Yeah, but you want another hint?
Oh yeah, I'll take another hint.
Another prominent color is red.
Oh, white and red. And you sure this is a cigar that I'm gonna know?
Yes.
Okay.
You took pictures of it and shot video of it.
White
And we
red.
talked about it. I don't want you to fail. I'm going to give you a third hint, and you're going to figure it out off the third hint. I'm still working with the band. The band is shaped like a shield.
So it is Adventura.
Nope.
Shaped like a shield? And I shot this?
Yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah. What company is that? It's a part of Altadis. I just don't remember the.
This manufacturer's on your list, if I'm not mistaken. Might not be.
Huh? I can see the cigar.
We talked about it a lot because I was so amazed how the shield actually lifted up off the corners where it looked like a shield.
Yeah, but I didn't smoke one of those cigars.
You were given one.
Was I?
Yes, I'm almost sure. I can't say for sure. They
I
might have
did
given
a
one for
really
you, and I kept it myself.
going back through my PCA cigars this year. I still have a bunch of them that I have not smoked.
I've reviewed every one we did an interview at.
Oh, I know it was at the Altadis booth. It was on the left hand side,
Under glass, on a white little pedestal.
They had an ashtray, and you're like, "That's a cool ashtray."
Yes, it was.
Did it have an H on it?
Nope. But it was a letter.
I don't know.
The M by Macanudo.
Was it the M by Macanudo?
Yes, it was.
Oh yeah, I have the Macanudo Emissary France on my list, so I do have Macanudo on my list. I didn't realize it was the M by Macanudo.
Mm-hmm. I forgot all about that cigar. I only had one, so they were very limited release, and I was lucky to get one of those. I think you got one.
I did not get one of these. Oh, wait, hold on. Macanudo coffee, Irish cream, vanilla bourbon. These are flavored. You're sure? You sure it's Magneto?
No, I'm not.
I don't think it was. Because the M by Magneto are flavored cigars. I think it was an H on the van. Hold on. Now I gotta do some research.
I'm doing it too.
All right. They have so many cigars. It's not Henry Clay. Hold on. It's not the Concerto. It's not Aging Room. Aging Room was on the backside of the it's not Trinidad. Couldn't have been Monte Cristo. No. Oh, okay. I'm going to YouTube. I'm going to go pull the video up.
I'm trying. I'm doing the same thing right now.
Hold on, now you got my brain running. I'm gonna have to find this now. Content, playlists. Where's PCA at?
That's what I'm looking at.
You keep adding so many different cigars to the PCA 2025.
That was all the cigars that were reviewed.
Where'd it go? Where's it at?
Except for that one.
2023, 2024. Oh, PCA 2025. All right, found the PCA 2025. Oh, wait. Videos. Yo. Let's go all the way. Okay. Whoops. All right. Come back this way. Grab it here. Altidus. All right. Let's pull up this video here. All right, we're here. Wait, is it Monte Cristo? It's the Monte Cristo M.
It's the Monte Cristo M.
The Monte Cristo M. There we go. I don't think I smoked that cigar.
Well, it was so good, I remember the name of the company. Yeah, it had the 28-year wrapper.
Yeah, I see it.
I see it now. I thought it was Macanudo because of the M. I forgot it was Monte Cristo.
The Monte Cristo M. Yep. When she said the shit one yeah, I couldn't remember it. I mean, you couldn't remember it either, so I don't feel so bad. All right. So
no evidence why you should not trust reviewers' lists.
That's funny. No. So yeah, for my video will come out tomorrow. Where the Chiefs list will come out tomorrow. I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna try to finish it tonight. Depends on how much of a flair I want to put on. I actually have to finish it tonight because I'm not gonna get up and finish it before work tomorrow. And I'm not gonna finish it after work tomorrow so that it gets up before the end of the day. So I will finish it tonight. It should publish tomorrow around 12 Eastern. But we are right here at the hour mark, which is a good spot to stop. Now, I will say I am excited for the month of February. I have already started on a new format for Chief Talk that I don't know if I'll do it every single month the same way, but I have reached out to a company to see if they have an ambassador available to come on as a guest during Chief Talk. If they are available, they have the pick of which which week they want to do in February. But if they accept, I'm going to base the entire month around that company, which I'm really looking forward to doing. Because right now I have it set up to where, so the month of February, I won't tell you the brand, but the theme is week 1 at the moment, depending on if the guest can come on or not, is February 3rd. We're going to do a brand playoff of that brand. So a bracket playoff, because the Super Bowl will be not too far after that show. That's February 3rd. February 12th, cigars that shine in winter weather. We're going to focus on one of the cigars of that brand to smoke that show and talk about why we think it would be a great cigar to smoke during the wintertime. The third show of the month would be, at this moment in time, the Inside the Industry, which is a brand Q&A with the person of that brand. And then on the last show of the month, the last show of the month is going to be a brand deep dive. Each of those shows are going to have a chosen cigar that you and I, Bob, the cigar guy, will smoke for that month. I've started off easy. If we can get an ambassador from that brand to show up for that month, we have all of these cigars available here in shop. I do hope they get back to me soon, because I also want to publish this so that you all can also go and purchase these cigars as well, and to be able to smoke them alongside of us as we're smoking those cigars, if you want to. But I'm thinking of maybe doing this. I don't know if we'll do it every month this way, but maybe 1 month a quarter. So basically every 3 months or so, doing this, where we could do it with, 3, 4, 5 brands a year. Maybe do it more. Maybe next month is so successful that we decide to do it in March and April and June, July, August, September, whatever. So, and obviously it'll, next month is short, so there's only four shows during that week, where some other shows will have five shows, and it'll have to, curtail around PCA and vacations and travels and stuff like that. So, I'm rolling with this right now. I need to hear back from the brand to hear if they're going to be able to supply me an ambassador to come on the show as guest. But I am looking forward to it. I am trying to find a way to not reinvent Chief Talk, just make Chief Talk a little bit more interactive, but also bringing in more people and guests and, growing Chief Talk. We did hit 20. We got up to 25 tonight. Surprising. I didn't know if we were going to hit 20 for a while. So we do continue the streak at 2 weeks, out of 2 weeks. So congratulations there. Bob Cigar Guy, before we go, do you want to sign off with anything?
Use the lists as edutainment. The only list that should matter to you in all reality is your list, because cigar smoking is one of those selfish pleasures that nobody can experience what you experience. So if your favorite cigar is not on anybody's list, it is still the best cigar to you. And I do mean that. So, Chief, back to you.
Yeah. All the lists suck except mine. Mine's the best. Only listen to mine and don't listen to anybody else's. Clip it. So no, that's totally a joke. The lists that come out are fantastic lists. I love being able to see what people smoked and remembering. Oh crap! I can't believe I forgot to put that on my list too. this year I hope to be much better at that. This last year I was better than the year before. This year I hope to be even better. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm thinking of maybe I wouldn't be able to do with all the cigars that I smoked this year because I'm going to be smoking cigars at PCA, smoke cigars at work. People bring me cigars. I'm not going to always do that, but maybe making a more concerted effort to do that throughout the year over on ChevetteReport.com. All right. So thank you all for hanging out with us. We did go a little longer than last week. So that's the cool thing. Next week, last week of February, or January. So hopefully I'll hear back from that company and I'll be able to provide you guys enough time to be able to join in the possible cigars of choice. If I don't hear back by this weekend, I'll probably send another email and be like, hey, did you forget about me? And if they say, no, we can't make it, I might try to punt and find another company. And we'll go from there. So love you all. Thank you all for hanging out with us again. Chief Chuck is brought to you by True Estate Cigar, Natura Cigar, making sure that we are here for you and hanging out. If you want to keep up with the cigar industry as press releases come across my email, they go on to ChevetteReport.com. If you want to be in the know when I put them out, you can subscribe to the newsletter. You only get updates whenever press releases get put up. I don't sell your information. And then if you want to be a part of the weekly conversation that we have, do join the Discord. It's a lot of fun. We love hanging out over there. And congratulations to Gary Brooks' 2026 first stick pick of the week. I love y'all. We'll see you next time.
Time to relax. Whew. Man, I'm beat. Whew. What are you doing? What are you doing here? Show's over. Go home. Go home. Show's over. What are you waiting for? You waiting for another show? This is a one-ticket entry. Go. Bye. Go.